jumping into Doctor Who. This is season 12, episode 7. Ooh, I like that. We have 3 more episodes to go, and then we're wrapping up season 12. I would like to see if I could do 2 Doctor Who's. I don't think I will be able to do it this week. Maybe I'll be able to do it next week. Guys, by the way, I know this is not Doctor Who related, but there's going to be a lot of new content that is going to be popping up this month on this channel. A lot of new TV shows, and also there's going to be, I'm going to bombard you guys with movies, like starting this month. So, I mean, I've been actually doing pretty good with my smash or pass. I hope you guys are into that. Also, once again, I have to give a big shout out to somebody. I think her name was Gloria. Gloria! I opened up my online store. If you guys have not seen my new store, please click it down below, the link down below. I did do Doctor Who merchandise, and then I realized I could actually get in trouble for it. Thank you to, I believe her name, once again, it's Gloria. Because I'm new to the game, but, so I was just trying to do, you know, just give you some Doctor Who stuff, which I said in the last reaction. But once again, thank you to Gloria, because, you know how BBC Networks is. But please check out my site over there in the store if you guys want me to put a link as well. I think I'm going to put a link just so it's easier, but it's also in the video as well. I cannot believe that we're wrapping up season 12 and we're getting into season 13, and I think that we said numerous of times season 13 is when it's like a smaller season, and then 14 is like specials, I believe. But regardless, I am actually really excited because I'm pretty sure that by the time we get to the, is it like a 60th anniversary? It didn't film, right? I think that's in the fall, and then we get the new season. Am I right? Regardless, there's gonna be a new season, and I'll be able to watch it with you guys. Are you guys excited? Also, I'll be getting back into my Classic Who this week, so look for that. I know I dropped more when I first started, but you guys know how it is, guys. But I'm planning to give you guys 2 more episodes of Classic Who. So what is it? 4 episodes together, and that should be coming this week. I'm really excited. I love Classic Who, so don't think that we're not going to get through it. We are Andres El Rey. You know how I push the gas pedal when I get into a new show, and then I just slow down at every yellow and red light. But we'll get back into that. Also, I do know I've gotten many messages. If I can get back into Torchwood, we will be doing another episode of Torchwood. Don't worry, you'll be able to see it. It will be coming. So, guys, just buckle in and get ready. This month, I'm very excited. As I've said, there's going to be a ton of new TV shows starting this week and moving forward, and I am thrilled. I'm really, really excited. I'm really excited to be experiencing this stuff with you guys. I really am. So thank you guys so much for being there. Check out my new Smash or Pass movie. It's Smash or Pass, guys, right down below. Smash or Pass in the movie section. It's a lot of fun. Now let's talk about Doctor Who. I've enjoyed this season. It has been glorious. I really do. I hope that we get that doctor again. I'm kind of missing her. Whatever, I don't know what she is. You guys, she's not the war doctor. That was the guy, the older man, right? But whatever that doctor is called, I hope that we get to see her again. We're getting into this. As I already said, it's 3 more episodes and we're going to be done. Hopefully next week I'll be able to give you guys 2 Doctor Who episodes. So let's pray on it. Please hit that like button, guys. Please share, and don't forget to comment down below. I know when y'all are liking and sharing, y'all. I got it on my little phone. Just please help me out there, and sharing and liking Just Wonders for the channel and Just Wonders for the video. Did you guys want to see this in a full reaction because I'm just talking through this whole damn thing? Well, you can. For the 2nd and 3rd tier here on the platform that will always help copyright my as well as my other platform, Patreon. So guys, once again, if you want to see this in a full reaction before BBC Studios says Andres is reacting to a Doctor Who episode, take it down! Please join one of those platforms to see it in full reaction today. Now, without further ado, Let you jump into Doctor Who. Exactly what the doctor has got to give.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
How did you get out there?
See your friend.
Just your hand off!
I say friend, we're not that close. Please, let me back in.
Can't keep stealing from merchants in the souk. They know where you're from.
A game like this makes me happy.
Oh.
Taking precautions. Have you told everyone?
Tahira.
I told you to tell them. I told the doctors. I told all of you.
You'll be here tonight.
Who?
Rest well, Tahira. Told you to lock the doors. We don't do that.
Get everyone out. I tried to warn you. Don't struggle. They like it more when you struggle.
Can you hear me?
Here we are, Sheffield.
Is it the right day?
It's the right day. Everyone meet back here tomorrow lunchtime?
Yeah.
Not the exact right time, 77 minutes out. Late.
What?
Finally, a bit of peace and quiet.
Lies.
Maybe I'll just nip straight to tomorrow lunchtime. Mission for that noise. Aleppo.
By yourself? The person looked like they were inside.
It is the right day, isn't it? Have you been waiting long? Am I really late?
Mum and Dad left hours ago. Whitby for the night. Hi, Lisa.
Aww.
What are you doing here, man? I got your messages, didn't I? It's been months. So you're back? Yeah? So, you gonna let me in or what? It's not a good time. I got chips though.
I got chips though. What the fuck?
Hey, it's great to see you, lads. Don't sound like I've been missing much, though.
How's your health now, Gray? All right?
Good, Freddie boy, thanks. Very good.
Without Grace?
Well, I have to, don't I? Stops me getting stuck in the past.
1380. Welcome to Syria. Now, oldest hospitals in the world. You guys go this way. Oh, who am I supposed to share all the interesting stuff with? Where are you? I'm coming to say hello.
Stay away!
It's all right.
You have to get out.
Why?
Because there's one still here. Leave her alone.
Nothing.
Can you see? Can you see it?
I see some.
Help me, Graham.
Who are you?
He's close.
Who's close?
It's the screamer! Droppings! Final seconds! This is normally spotless. This ain't you. Mate, you ain't been around, so don't tell me what I am. But you ain't yourself.
You aren't.
Have you spoke to anyone about it? No, and I'm not going to. There's something else. I've been having nightmares. Dark, messed up stuff. Blocking them. It keeps recurring.
What?
Waiting in the dark.
Waiting in the dark.
Creepy. At night, outside the flat, across the hall. The guy that's in your dreams is in your room. And then you'd laugh. Mate, I've seen some weird things while I've been away. Things you wouldn't believe were possible.
So, can you say where you've been? Where they sent you?
California, Hong Kong, Gloucester. How's the new job?
Sacked. Not cut out for customer services.
No kidding. We can stop doing this. Stop marking it. No, I just don't know whether an anniversary dinner.
I still think about it.
I dream about it sometimes. So for movie after?
What? So you can fall asleep halfway through? I didn't know who to call. We need help.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
What is your name? Have you seen those creatures before, Tahira?
Not really. I've never seen you here before, Doctor.
Oh, my brief is quite wide-ranging. How many people were here?
Maybe 10 or 12 patients. Taking them where?
I've no idea.
Right.
And why they left you behind.
I've travelled a long way. Seen a lot of things I wish I hadn't. Aleppo was safety for me. They let me in here because I wasn't doing well.
I need your help. Your mate's been taken.
Yes?
Doctor, there was a figure in our flat.
I keep seeing these images of planets like they're being projected into my
I'm
head.
bringing my new friend, Tahira.
Who?
I'll be there in a sec. You did leave something behind. I knew it. about the TARDIS and the fact that you're from 700 years in the future. I knew you are.
Who's she arguing with?
The TARDIS. These two strands of fur do not exist when they're right there. They've never existed. Will never exist.
The guy was in his room. Don't know how he got in there. Fingers were detached from his hand, connected to Thibault's ear.
Same bloke that was in the flat.
And you, one trying to communicate with you.
Yeah, but it was a woman. Planets. They were burning like she was connected to them somehow.
Do you have any idea where those planets might be?
You get me an A to Z of the universe. Oh, no, I've got no idea.
Right then, better out.
I don't like it. You sure it's safe?
You trust me, don't you? I found something. We're moving. Is this what you saw?
No, nothing like this.
They were hooked into your mind. I wonder was somewhere dark and weird.
Do you even know where we are?
Half a galaxy past the Gascon Straits. We're in geostationary orbit, and that would be deliberate.
The doctor reckons we're in a building among the stars. Basically the definition of impossible.
Right.
You got something there, Doc?
Yeah, but what?
It's exactly what I saw. Those two objects.
Are they like planets?
About to destroy each other. It's an extinction event. Whoa! There's something there between those planets. Engineering required to create that. Whoever built that, round of applause from me. A tiny geo-orb locked in place.
Is there someone in there?
Are you here? Is it you?
We gotta help her out.
Please. The whole section is covered in fingers.
And there's a signal coming from them, broadcasting it to that orb, to that girl. This place has so many secrets to yield.
Right.
Peg is powering this platform. Hundreds of billions of combinations every millisecond. Prison. And she's locked in there, fed by that signal.
Where's Tahira?
Do you recognize them? First fears, my creativity.
Release all of these people right now.
Oh my god, that's so gross.
Do it right this time. I won't be calling anyone. Nobody's coming yet.
Oh.
You're alone in the dark.
Oh damn.
Thibault, where you been, man? Waited for you. You said you'd be back. Place is burning. What place? Thought we were mates.
Oh
Why am I
lord.
hooked up to this?
Cancer's returned. Time it's very aggressive.
How long have I got?
A couple of hours.
Oh.
Why didn't you save me?
For most people, a quantum flux lock is unbreakable.
Everybody's gone.
But I've gone out for that. It will take too long to do myself again, which means the others aren't here.
I've watched you stumbling round this universe.
Who's that girl in the orb? And where are my friends?
By many names. My preferred is Zelin.
Zen.
Zelin was thought to be a god.
I blush. Eternity is long, and we are cursed to see it all. This dimension, beautiful board for a game. To exist within molecules and atoms is fascinating. To provoke fear from humans, I extract nightmares from the scared and vulnerable.
Taking nightmares from humans and forcing them into the mind of a girl you've trapped between planets.
Humans are infinitely fascinating, infinitely pathetic. We share the same obsession.
We're not the same.
You know the best part of humanity? Cruelty of their own minds directed towards themselves. In themselves, they're incapable and unworthy. Such an exquisite animal, built in pain.
Built in pain.
I presume that's your doing, Doctor. Always interfering.
As well with others, and excellent tap dancer in a crisis. Prisoner, she's free.
I used your instincts against you. I needed someone from this realm to break a lock from this realm. You asked me the right questions.
My freedom.
Didn't make this prison. She was always the more powerful of us. That's why they imprisoned her.
Release. After all this time. I don't understand. Let me make you. They were worshipped as gods. Which of them could bring a planet to destruction first? Wars began between species and between the planets themselves. Inhabitants of the worlds grew wise, unified, and fought back against their so-called gods. Trapped one creature between the planets for eternity, vowing to return to release his eternal partner.
I wasn't torturing her with nightmares, feeding her what she needed to stay sane. Even gods need a helping hand, Doctor. You won't feel a thing when this all burns.
Yes, they will. All those nightmares. I loved them.
Humans?
Let's take them all.
Yes.
What do you think it feels like for them? Tiny, ephemeral flashes of existence. They feel so much. It must burn them.
It's buried deep in all our memories, built on the lie of the timeless child.
Right, think this will hold me, do you? We have to get everybody safe and back to their rightful place. Tapped into the bioorganic code. Sonic just fingers. Stay.
Floating space platform in a gravitational pull between two colliding planets. I, who was stealing your nightmares through creepy, detachable fingers.
Know why they didn't attack you? Because they're yours. Created the Chakaska from your nightmares. You defeat two rampaging immortals. These two planets, they've spent a millennia trying to work out how to do it.
Motivational speech needs a bit of work, Doc.
Identifying which plan's gonna work, that's the tricky bit.
This is perfect, Zenon.
Gorge on their fears.
Why would we rush? We can pass eternity here if we take it slow.
I've told you, there are no bogeymen.
Not the child! Oh, Lord. Doctor Who has no mercy. Not even on kids.
That's not true. Manifested a creature from a human nightmare. It's calling across the time wave.
I want to see.
Welcome to Aleppo. Very beautiful city. I'm that little bit smarter than you thought I was. You're wrong about humans. They're not pathetic. They're magnificent. They face them down every day and they prevail. That's what humanity is. Why don't you show them how strong you are?
Are you confronting us?
Mortals. So entitled, so spoiled. I won't do that again. Just returning your lost property. What's your worst nightmare?
You made my nightmares real. Now you can live with them.
God's back in their box. We need to get this back to the monitor platform.
Slept like a baby last night.
Good. They're being a good couple.
You could have told me the truth about it all, more than just the world you're seeing.
Right.
Do you know when you'll be back?
Not sure.
Don't make it too long.
Okay, boyfriend.
I need my best mate.
Is that what we are?
And there's something I need you to do for me, and you can't argue.
And I shut myself off.
Therapy.
For days, weeks. And I thought I'd try and do something about it to the supermarket just so I could talk to the cashier. And it's those self-service checkouts. Felt like it was just me. It's not just you.
Hitchhiking? Not breaking the law, am I?
No, people are worried about you.
No, they're not.
Your sister is. She's worried you've left and are going to do something stupid. Getting bullied at school. Grades have gone a bit wonky. You must be feeling pretty trapped and alone. Feeling things isn't wrong. I don't want your speech. You have all this experience and nobody ever wants to hear it. What if we find a way to get you through it and out the other side? I've been where you are. Moments change. Help's out there. As much or as little as you need. I'll make you a deal. Look me up in 3 years. If I'm wrong, I'll give you 50 quid. But if I'm right, you owe me 50p.
You won't remember me. My name's Yasmin.
Khan. I flippin' do remember you.
I've got something for you.
You want to come in?
Oh, that was good.
Sick again. Who to say it to, so I thought I'd say it to you. Don't get me wrong, I mean, my checkups, they're all fine. Because those nightmares, I mean, well, they made me realise that the fear is still there.
I should say a reassuring thing now, shouldn't I? I'm still quite socially awkward. I'm just going to subtly walk towards the console, think of something that I should have said that might have been helpful.
How long is this gonna last, Jazz? This is our lives. Going from one place to the next, ignoring home.
When we're done, the doctor can drop you off at whatever point you want, though.
It's like we're living at different rates.
The doctor said we won't come back the same.
Thinking Frankenstein.
What?
Did I interrupt?
On we go.
Well, so let's have a conversation. I actually really liked that episode. What's kind of interesting about this episode was, in the beginning, I loved it. I was like so into it. And then I lost it a little bit. And then I felt like the fingers things that just came out of nowhere was a little ridiculous. And then I was like, oh, I'm watching Doctor Who. Right. We had a talking frog that I'm still not over. And then I fell in love with it. I really think that the two gods were very strong characters. I'm assuming that you guys maybe jumped for joy when you guys heard of Zelen. I felt like there was a big music switch when he introduced himself or let us know who he was, and that was probably going to be like a awe moment. And if I'm completely wrong, then awkward. But I feel like maybe he was in Classic Who. I actually don't feel like was he in Classic Who? Maybe he was in Classic Who. Was he in Classic Who? That would be the only place. Maybe that's where he's from. If this is a new character that they just thought of in this episode, like this particular guy, that'd be weird for the music switch. But I'm gonna go on this bet that he's from Classic Who. Comment down below. Am I wrong? Somebody's probably viciously typing, "You're wrong!" But moving right along. I thought that those two characters, once they were both introduced, I loved it. One thing I know, and two things for certain, I want a moment, like I feel like, and I know it's not gonna happen, right? I know. But I want Doctor Who to have a villain. Well, I mean, we've had that. But I feel like two gods, like internal, that these two gods should have been like such a big thing. But I guess, I mean, it was cool. I'm being nitpicky. I just really liked them. That was the problem. I liked them so much that I wanted them to stay longer. But they're trapped. And now I won't see them again. I like those two. They were amazing. The finger thing was a little too much. But I mean, it is what it is. Like, he did his big one with his detachable fingers. I'm like, you're a god. Can't you just like do a hocus pocus and like they go into like, you had to take off your fingers and then grow them back? That was weird. Let's say, what else? Let's say, figure that out. So Grace came back. Grace, this character, Grace, has gone from a character that we're like, oh damn, she's dead, to like literally she's misery now. Like every time you see Grace, she is the epitome of just bad news. She's a bad news bear. Like, dear Grace, like you and your bad news, like we need you to stay away at this point. Great actress, but you are just really working it in on Graham. One thing I liked, which I'm not sure if I should have liked, but at the ending of this, they let us know that these companions are about to say sayonara. I don't know when they leave us, but they're leaving soon. Somebody was like, wait, what? No, I'm like, I told you guys in many episodes that I feel like these companions, I really like Yaz. Yaz brought me to tears. We'll get back to that. But I think that these companions have been with us too long. I think 3 companions for multiple seasons. I think 3 companions in multiple episodes is too much. I will stand behind it. Besides Classic Who that we're in right now, I really think Classic Who and this new Who are just so different, but they're the same kind of, not really. And the Classic Who, I don't know why with those 3 companions at the moment that I'm with work, and maybe because it was a new idea, a new thing, and I don't know, those 3 just work. And I don't mind it. But these 3, I'm like over it. Like I'm over it. I think that Graham and Ryan just don't have a storyline. They don't have a storyline. And Graham is kind of funny. Like his lines are kind of funny. Ryan doesn't have any fun. Ryan is literally there just for us to be like, oh, he's handsome. And like in this episode, I was like, damn, Ryan's hot. But if you guys tell me what we got back from Ryan, I have, like, there was nothing. Really, Ryan was, him being here was us to focus on his friend, not even Ryan. With Graham, it was cancer. With Yaz, it was this Sonia. Who is Sonia? Somebody's probably like, you don't know who Sonia is? I don't. So, but with Yaz, we got a backstory with her, and then we had an emotional moment when she went back to that cop who saved her from, I'm assuming, depression and something, and we'll stay with Ryan. But we have those two companions, and we've had that almost, I think, in this whole season. We focused it more on Yaz, but when Graham did have a moment, he gave us like a few chuckles, a few laughs, and then he also was dealing with Grace. What's crazy is the blood of Grace, who's Ryan. He don't have nothing with Grace. It seems like his dealings, he's handled it with Grace, and he's moved on, which is weird. It's weird that Ryan, we don't have any moments like Ryan's like, yeah, besides the first season when he was introduced, we don't really have Ryan talking about Grace, who's his like, whoever. So, I vote Ryan off the Survivor Island. I think he needs to go. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. And I feel like Graham and Ryan, I think Graham also had it. Like, I feel like we're now setting up for Graham. He's like kind of worried about his cancer possibly coming back, and he wants to spend, the rest of his time on planet Earth. He doesn't want to be on this TARDIS going back and forth and seeing this black lady being trapped between two Earths colliding, screaming, "Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you see me?" Graham's tired. He said, "I'm over it. Like, I retired. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I gave you guys these laughs. It took me a while to write these jokes down, and sometimes they hit or miss, and I'm over it." So, shout out to Graham. I hear you. I see you. You may go. I hope Yaz stays. I really love Yaz, and I feel like Yaz really does bring this emotional pull for me. I connect with her. I connect with Yaz. And her sister made really good food. Did you guys see that? I might pause it. You guys know I'm a fat ass. So when they were walking with their plates of food, I left what they were saying, and I jumped into the dish, and I just want to order Indian food now. Like, I love Indian food. So shout out to her sister being a really good cook and them barely eating it. So what do I think about the storyline? I think the storyline was strong. I think that for me, I wish there was more that we could do with those two gods, because they were really strong characters. I think that they commanded the scene as much as the Master did when he commanded the scene. And to tell you the truth, there's 4 characters that will now stay with me for this season thus far. That female doctor, who I still don't know what she is, so there's that. The Master, and then those 2 gods. If you tell me, oh, what did you think about all the other episodes that's already passed? Those are the only moments that I can remember, and that's the gist of this season for me. So, now we're moving on, and I thought that Jodie as the doctor continues. Great actress. I love her cut. Her hair is always layered for the gods, literally. But I feel like she's always the weaker part of the story, no shade. And it's called Doctor Who. But I feel like there's other characters that keep outshining her, if that's the correct word. I feel like in this episode, once again, it was Yaz and it was the 2 gods. And it might have just be me because it's just my particular taste. But I feel like once again, it was just like not giving the doctor her shine. To tell you the truth, the comparison between the doctor that we see now in Classic Who and the doctor now is kind of similar, in my opinion, only where the story and the companions outshine the doctor. And that's just kind of how I feel at this moment. So that's how I feel. I kind of like the TARDIS though. It's getting brighter or something. What would I rate this episode? To tell you the truth, I think an 8.5 is really strong. What would you guys rate it? Let me know down below. Did you guys enjoy this episode? I did. I feel like there was so many parts that was rewatchable. Question. Tahira, is that her name? So she dreamt of those chimpanzees that have really long hands, right? So everybody that was abducted by the chimpanzees with the long hands, are they now free? Are they okay? Because we only saw that one lady. So I hope that the rest of them are okay in Apollo or Apollo or Pello, wherever the hell we were. Yes, so I would rate this at 8.5. I actually really did enjoy it. I think some parts were very rewatchable. And we had great moments. And I hope that BBC Studios leaves me alone with my copyrights, but also more important, I hope that they somehow could bring them back. Those two gods. They're probably not going to. They probably were hit and miss characters or one-time characters, unless that guy is from Classic Who. So I have no idea. But very strong, those two, love them. So if that's how I feel, please like the video, please share the video. Don't forget to comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time with more Doctor Who.